Hey guys, how's it going? It's Infernomen again. Welcome back to another video. And this time I wanted to continue my series where I take a popular show or anime and give Pokemon teams to a few of the main characters. Today I will be showing you all the teams I made for characters from Gravity Falls. There are a few characters available throughout the show that I could have given teams to, but I decided on Dipper, Mabel, Stan, Seuss, Gideon, and Bill Cipher. I gave myself a few rules for these videos, so I will remind you of those rules now. The first rule is to make sure every character has a full team of 6. I want to represent each character to the fullest, so giving them 2 Pokemon is not enough. The next rule is to not use too many Pokemon based on appearance. Saying that a certain Pokemon looks like a character is just an opinion, as I wanted my teams to be accurate to the character's personality and features. Finally, only 1 legendary is allowed per team, but mythicals do not count as long as they have nothing to do with appearance. Just a warning before I begin, this will go over things that happen over both seasons of the show. If you're interested in viewing this Disney masterpiece in the future, I advise you to click away for now. With that all out of the way, let me present to you my teams for Gravity Falls. To start off the list, I want to show the Pokemon I gave to Dipper. Dipper and Mabel Pines are twin siblings staying in Gravity Falls for the summer with their great Uncle Stan. Because of their existence of being twins, I decided to give them both an evolution. Since Dipper is first in line, I gave him an Umbreon. Dipper makes it known a few times that he is very much a night owl, considering he stays up late reading the journals, studying all the mysteries of Gravity Falls. Dipper and Mabel also receive Meowsticks, Dipper's being a male. Next, I gave Dipper a Teddiursa. Dipper gets his nickname from the birthmark on his forehead that looks very similar to the Big Dipper. Because of this, he has a Teddiursa since the little cub Pokemon also has space imagery on his forehead. I was going to give him an Ursa ring because of the Big Dipper's scientific name being Ursa Major, but I stuck with Teddiursa since it's a smaller creature that Dipper would be more likely to befriend. The next Pokemon Dipper receives is Fluffy because of one of the best moments from the show, the Lammy Lammy dance. He also receives a Stonejourner because it's based on Stonehenges, something Dipper would have definitely been interested in at some point in time. The final Pokemon for Dipper to receive is an Alakazam. Alakazam is known as the most intelligent Pokemon, with a Pokédex entry stating that its IQ is approximately 5,000. Not only is Dipper the most intelligent character on the show, he's also very interested in the mysteries of Gravity Falls, which he discovers by reading the journals. A smart kid is going to want a smart Pokemon, and what Pokemon would be better than Alakazam? Moving on from Dipper, Mabel is next in line. Mabel is basically the complete opposite of Dipper. She couldn't care less about the mysteries of Gravity Falls, as she only comes across them by accident or when she happens to be with Dipper. She loves girly things and makes friends in Gravity Falls while Dipper avoids it. As I mentioned for Dipper, both of the twins receive a Meowstick, Mabel's being female, and an evolution. Mabel would have an Espeon because it's basically the counterpart to Umbreon in the Eevee line. It's purple, and is stated as the most playful form of its species. She also has a Tepig because of the very famous Waddles, and a Double for all of her sweaters. A yellow Minior would also belong on her team because of her most iconic sweater and her symbol, a yellow shooting star. The final Pokemon on her team is the Blicephalon. I thought about how Mabel always stumbles over mysterious things in Gravity Falls on accident, and I believe that she would definitely run into an Ultra Beast. She would end up catching it because it looks a lot like a lollipop, and one of Mabel's favorite things is sugar. Next up is Grunkle Stan. Stanley Pines is the mischievous and greedy great uncle of Dipper and Mabel. One of his favorite things to do is play pranks, so I gave him an Impidimp, a little impish Pokemon with Prankster as one of its abilities. He also has a Zoroark, the Pokemon known as the Master of Illusions. I also thought he'd have a Mimikyu, considering it's a Pokemon that disguises itself to cover up what it really looks like. He'd make a new cloak for his Mimikyu and keep the old one on display in the Mystery Shack. He'd also have a Porygon because it's a man-made Pokemon that came to life after being removed from the PC. Slacking also belongs on his team because of the Sasquatch scene in the shack, which is one of the most iconic things on display there. Pangoro has made an appearance in every video in the series so far, making it onto Jotaro, Garnet, and All Might's teams, so I couldn't disappoint my viewers by leaving it out. Stan receives one because he's the father figure to Dipper and Mabel throughout the show, even if he isn't the best. When deciding which bear to give to him for being the parent, similarly to why I gave the gems each one in my Steven Universe video, I gave him Pangoro because of its tough exterior and its primary type being fighting as a reference to when, spoilers, at the end of the show when he punches Bill Cipher in the eye. Next up on the list is the Mystery Shack's handyman Seuss. Because of his occupation at the shack, I gave him a Conkeldurr, a larger Pokemon known for assisting in construction. Babero belongs on his team as well because of it being based on a beaver, an animal known for building dams, and because Seuss's teeth are similar to that of a beaver's. He'd also want a Vanilluxe since he loves eating junk food such as ice cream. He has a Jitto because it can turn into anything he wants it to, which is something Seuss would definitely love. Seuss's father left him at a very young age, leaving him with only his grandmother. Because of this, he receives a Kangaskhan because it would remind him of how he only had a mother figure to rely on while growing up. Lastly, he receives a Darmanitan because it's a bigger Pokemon that's always smiling. The next team I formed is for one of the main villains, Gideon Gleeful. Gideon is Stan's rival, as he wants to own the Mystery Shack. At the end of the first season, he steals the rights to the Mystery Shack so he can have his greedy hands on the journals. Because of this important part of the story, he receives a Thievul, a Pokemon notorious for stealing. I always wondered if Gideon was based on Donald Trump because of his hair and personality, so I gave him a Gumshoos as well. One of the earlier episodes, Gideon meets Mabel and tries to get her to date him to boost his plan of taking over the shack. Because of this, he catches a Wooloo to match Mabel's Dubwool, and it also references how he's tinier than the majority of the characters. His hair and height matches the likeness of Meditite, so I thought it would be funny if he had one on his team. Gideon uses a bulldozer to break into the Mystery Shack in the Season 1 finale, so I gave him a Bastiodon, a Pokemon based on a bulldozer. His final Pokemon is a Meowth, as his usage of Gideon Bot in Season 2 is very similar to the many giant mecha suits Meowth drives in the Pokemon anime. The final character to receive a team is the main villain, Cipher. Cipher is a being that can enter the minds of anyone that he pleases and is the creature behind everything in Gravity Falls. Since the form he's seen in is very similar to the Illuminati symbol, I gave him an Unknown, a Pokemon with only one eye that is shaped to look like the letters of the alphabet. He has an Unknown B for Bill. Since the Illuminati symbol is based on the pyramids of Egypt, he receives both Cefagrigus and Runerigus. Cefagrigus is based on Egyptian tombs, and Runerigus is based on cave paintings. Because of his ability to enter the minds of anyone, mostly through dreams, he receives the dream Pokemon Musharna. Because of his creepiness and his basic kidnapping of multiple people, he receives a Hypno, who would definitely be his favorite. The final Pokemon Bill receives is Yavaltol. At the end of the second and final season of the show, Bill attempts to take over the world, creating an Armageddon that he calls Weirdmageddon. Because of his attempt at destroying Earth and shaping it into his personal playground, I gave him Yavaltol, the Pokemon that is known for causing mass destruction that can destroy the entire world. Well guys, there you have it. Those are the Pokemon teams I made for Gravity Falls. Because of the friendship between Gravity Falls creator Alex Hirsch and Rick and Morty's main creator Justin Roiland, I have decided that my next video in the series will be Pokemon teams for characters in Rick and Morty. That's going to do it for this video, so if you enjoyed, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified about future uploads on my channel, and even let me know down below what Pokemon you'd add to certain characters' teams. This is Infernomen burning out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.